So I want to turn that reminder off, whether we record it or not.
No, no, leave it on, mate. Leave it on. It's the usual, lads. To be fair,
Can you
obviously,
do that again, that one? Because you can, yeah, go, yeah, look at that. You see, you could have held that, you pussy.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Look
yeah.
at
Well,
that.
to be fair,
Lambo
when
territory. Oh, you got the
yeah,
cell though, didn't you? Yeah.
yeah. Well, I think what I did want to do at the time, like that week that obviously caught this, and I wanted to sort of bar replay all this and sort of show, like, obviously with structure, there's the power that it can be. So I know each one of these sort of pretty much offers an entry, even the pullbacks. So because obviously, if we, I'll zoom in. I don't think we'll actually go over them all tonight, but um, obviously we'll start with this one here. Obviously, there's sweep, change of character. The pullback there is the entry. We get a touch of the trend line. Obviously, a lot of these would be just go off the fact that. Um, so let me just find that. Just based off structure, and if we ignore a little bit of like the trend lines and liquidity sort of thing, then just based off structure, once we've passed, I just try 15-minute break there. So once we pass beyond um, the previous structure high, we can even see it here. Obviously, we pass it, we pull back a little bit, doesn't do anything substantial. Doesn't obviously this will be 1 minute real in reality, maybe five or whatever. This is what I'd class as 1 or 5 minutes, something like that. Lower time frame anyway, because obviously this is my 15, the orange overall orange line. So um, from that, just from a structure perspective, from a couple of little rules that we have is obviously once we pass it, obviously we're bullish. This is a bullish market, extremely bullish, which is about the most obvious thing you'll ever see in your life. Um, I don't think I need to really explain that it is bullish. But with just a little bit of knowledge and a couple of rules just around structure, we can say this is passed above, it pulls back on the 1 minute, creates a new high on the 1 minute, and then it breaks the 1 minute low. So because we've passed that previous high, we can start to think that if we start seeing signs of a reversal, we might be due a pullback, which obviously it does. And then this sort of wick high there, which I'll highlight, that there, that wick there is probably what taps an entry and fills an imbalance. So there's an opportunity possibly there because obviously that's this candle. I'll tell you what, I'll bar replay and get closer in. Obviously, if there's any questions, guys, throw them in because I've not planned anything, so I don't. I'm just rambling really. Yeah. So from this point here where it closes below this 1 minute low, I would class anything that it comes back. The highest point it pulls back is probably obviously because it's played out. It's easy to say, but obviously this is the highest. This is the highest candle before as it continues down, and then on the continuation of the 15-minute bullish structure, it then takes the lot, makes a new higher high. So this is what would have tagged in a nice little sell. Obviously, it's only a little sell because we're bullish, so it would be a class as a pullback and not something obviously you would aim to hold unless obviously if you was in it and it was absolutely flying and then took the 15-minute low, maybe you'd want to hold it at that point, but it's heavily risky. Not really part of the plan, I don't imagine, for any of us, but um, but yeah, basically at that point there is the 1 minute break. We'll have a quick look, see what it tapped into. So that there, order block, got a decent push away from there. These too small, too wicky. You get a nice decent push from this here, so something along them lines, maybe. Maybe would have put a block order around that, but not great on the 5. But if you was having to pick an entry, yeah, see that don't look great on the 5 either. 5 seconds. So yeah, that's obviously just the pullbacks on just one of them from obviously the other week. There was a few, so well, this is why I was trying to get people to obviously take a decent look at this, because this is obviously week in, week out. I always tell people to go look at previous data. So here, there's what I've just marked, one that I'm drawing a box around. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with this one here. Possibly 7 with that one there. It's just shy of what I had as an entry zone. So just by going back over previous data and looking at one chart, we've got obviously the opportunity to try and break down several trades, all based around like a nice trending tight structure, I guess is. And obviously you can work on your rules for structure as well. So obviously I've got the my drawings. Technically this one's not a high because it doesn't take this high here. So actually the structure's there. So technically that's the structure there. Yeah. And then obviously it starts pulling back in that from there. So obviously it's, yeah, this is what takes a high, like obviously, which is then gives us the setup possibly for the second entry there. But yeah, like I say, I'd definitely recommend you all go and check that out at least, and just try and, even if you could just sort of replicate some of these. Obviously, don't have to be exactly, but you'd what I was saying just a few minutes ago is obviously people are spending time looking at live charts. If you're not there and ready for it yet, go and find 7 trades in this, and you could do that in well under an hour, and you'd be 7 trades to your eyes better off. So recommend that, guys. Move on to another chart, unless there's any questions on that, lads. I mean, if there's anything in there that you can see at the minute and it don't make sense to you, obviously I can explain it to you. No. Move on. I'll pick a random chart, see what we've got.
I'm good. Break it down tomorrow.
Yeah, good, mate. I like that. I like to hear that. Everyone's going to watch this live thinking it's going to be a banger like the last two. It's going to be dog shit.
You got to dig for the diamonds, Lee.
Yeah, well, yeah. What I'll probably do is I'll maybe highlight them too, to be fair, and just go these ones, draw them to them ones. But obviously sometimes it just works out, because obviously I had a blank chart that week for the CHF JPY. Last week, obviously gold was super clean and easy to read, sort of thing. So sometimes it works out to be the charts are in the right place for it, sort of thing. So let's take a look at this. We'll just see what's going on. Did we look at this last week now?
I don't remember that. Couldn't swear we didn't though, but I don't recall it.
Yeah, no, me neither.
It's a bit scrappy, isn't it?
Yeah. What I'm looking at, mate, is
Do we have a new pink high? Your pink is your 15 minute. No, your pink is your 4 hour,
four
yeah.
hour, yeah,
Right.
higher time frame, let's say. You know,
High time
it's
frame, yeah.
yeah. Um, but we are
And
pulling back,
you use
so
gold for your 15 minute, give or take, don't you? Is that right? Yellow.
yes, yeah, orange, mate, yeah,
Yeah,
but
okay.
yeah. So I'm just looking, mate, because obviously because we're pulling back hard into this, we could see a decent buy from him somewhere in here this
Yeah,
week.
let's see what we got. Bet you there's a trend line in there somewhere.
Yeah, got that little one there.
No, want something juicier than that.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's just an old one I had marked, obviously.
Yeah. Right, now I'm going to load up my chart and have a look, aren't
You might do, mate.
I promised myself I wasn't going to do that today. What we got? Uh, I've got one. Let's see. No, it doesn't. Oh, hang on. Let's have a look. Oops, that's the wrong way around.
Funnily enough, I've got one to the top. Probably should have been watching that. Only Friday, 2 weeks ago. I should have been watching that. That looks it. Hmm. Right. I'm digressing a little bit here, but curious to think that was. Did you see what I've just marked there, by the way? Obviously, back testing it.
No, I had to take a phone call, but I'll watch it in.
Yeah, well, I didn't really say it, mate, but yeah. So obviously, I mean, this is from like a week or two ago. This sweep. Obviously, there's a trend line in here. Sweep. I was just saying that I think
Oh, yeah.
this
It's not bad.
this was on the five. I think obviously if I was watching it live at the time, I think this would have been my break zone.
Yeah.
So obviously I've just bar replayed it from just where it just passes it, and it obviously taps back into in here. So there was a sell somewhere in this. So just wanted to have a quick look while I had my eye on it. For 1 minute. See if we can get the right entry. Something thereabouts. Finding entries always interests people. So at the minute I'm just on the one. I'm just getting a few zones to look at on the 1 minute, and then I'll drop on the seconds and go from there. So we moves that. A lot of price I should look for as well. so yeah, won't go above that. Get down to the nitty gritty stuff. Good stuff.
You love it.
Love it, love it, love it.
10 seconds. I wouldn't enter on 10 seconds. 5 seconds
Wouldn't.
or less.
Too
Five
high.
seconds or less. Yeah. That's for rookies.
Looking yeah. Let's think that's actually balanced now. It's about mitigated, which I'm sure we will see on the 5 second. I think this is turn it blue because I think that'll be mitigated. All I'm doing is aligning my cursor across from the top of these and then seeing what it's tapped into when I move. Not super keen on that. Just drawing that just to see if it's any better on the 5 second again. Quite like this. This I don't know why. Drawn to this a little bit. Nice little push up, down push there. This could be the one. Best looking there, but something like that. Getting not great up here, but delete that one. Don't like it. Obviously, this might be very tedious and boring, guys, but this is just what I do when I'm looking for interest. So it's how I back test. So don't know what to do about gaps. Still haven't fully committed to what I want to do with them. Tend it loose, sort of half disregard it, but I wanted to see if it taps it and if that's obviously it's collecting data for it. So let's go on here. Like that. I like that. No, I've got no regards for that one. That one's shit. And just while we're looking at this, so obviously I marked this zone on the 1 minute and it looked a bit worse on the 10 second, I think, and on the 5 we can pretty much I'm gonna say it, but it's gonna absolutely make me look like an idiot now. But as we drop to the 5, like these candles, although the nice pushes away, that they're not what I would say is imbalance. So obviously I could be wrong, and when I hit the play button, if it taps this one, obviously I look like a dickhead. But yeah, I don't. I feel fairly comfortable saying that I don't think I've classed that as imbalance. So, um, but you never know. You never know. Don't like that one. One's okay. Do like this one still. Good push away. I think the red's my favourite. We've got one above, I believe.
What's wrong with the one above it? Lee, the
What's
one at 3 a.m. on the 30th? Is it too obvious?
This one here, 2:40.
Yes. 3 a.m. Oh, I'm on the 15 minute now.
Oh, oh
Yeah,
yeah, I'm
but
getting to
that's
this one.
why it's so obvious. Uh,
Uh, I'll check it, mate. I don't think I've got it marked. I think I looked on the slightly higher time, well, minute or so, and disregarded it. One's
quick look.
okay. This one's okay, but I think I've feared that red one. So I was putting my money on it, probably on that red one. But let's find 3 a.m., mate.
It's super obvious. That's it there.
Oh yeah. So mitigates that. Uh, don't you know, mate? I don't think it's obviously anything below. This is okay. I mean, it's good. It's a good. Just not sold on
Yeah,
it for whatever reason. There's no up push for it.
right.
It is not that don't completely disregard it. It's just I don't know. Plus,
It looks a bit obvious.
yeah,
That's the only concern about it. It doesn't look like it's any form of natural
yeah,
is the wrong word, but sort of flowing price action.
yeah.
But it stands out. I mean,
Oh
it
yeah,
absolutely
absolutely. Yeah,
stands
yeah.
out.
It's a huge push away. Did I check all above this? I don't know if I went that high or not. Yeah. Well, I've marked it anyway. If I've missed out, I've missed it. It's what it is. Let's see how many win. Yeah. I think the red was my favourite, but got a tap, couple of taps. Just getting taken there now. Mm, Take it. That takes that one. Yeah, it's gone now. Yeah, so I wouldn't have got that right, I don't think. Mm, yeah. Oh, I think that's 3 pips. Yeah, now they've been taken out. 4 pips. Yeah, there's been just worked out, I'm sure. I have no idea what that tapped into then. There's a little push work on there. I've missed that anyway. Completely missed that one. Not to worry.
It wasn't obvious what it
No,
tapped.
no.
Sometimes it's not. It just isn't. Doesn't
Yeah,
always.
yeah. I'm assuming it's tapped. Don't even, like I said, I don't even know what it's tapped.
It's not clear to me. It's what is it? 10 past 1 p.m. on 2nd of July.
Mm. Yeah, no idea what that's tapped. So it's just
No.
one of that. It's just one of them that.
Do you think it's gone? You think it might not come back?
Well, that was what I was going to look at, mate, because um, Don't know. I don't know. I'll check. What I think, mate, is if it takes this low here, because obviously I think this is a 15-minute low. So,
Yeah.
um, what it looks like we've got structure wise is I was gonna change this colours. So we've got that. So what it's doing at the minute is obviously it's at that low. Um, get rid of some of these drawings as well so we can see. Go on for now. Yeah, what I think, mate, is if it takes this low, it will. I think it'll. Let's say if it does that, obviously there's a very good possibility it comes and taps that higher one that was looking at, and then continues lower. If not, then obviously I think we're possibly going to buy out of here though. Anyway, obviously I don't know if it's going to actually change, like take the low or not. There's no unless we can spot liquidity that would indicate that the liquidity would draw it below the low. So I'm going to hide and make sure I can't see out with anything. It's not there. So market open as well in it. So I don't know if I trust that anyway. It was a bit closer. But yeah, if that touch was nice and clean, then that line was extended, I would say yes, there's a high probability that this liquidity would draw price below to force the break structure to the downside. If I don't see anything, then I don't particularly think it will break the 15-minute low. Uh, there's no to say that it won't create liquidity between now and that happening, obviously, but I think with what we can see now, it's very much likely to mitigate something, might even create a little liquidity in here or something and sweep it and continue up. That's my obviously because we are 15-minute showing 15-minute bullish just in a pullback. The first option that I've always got in my head, I suppose, is to continue with the trend. And I don't really, I suppose, look for the low to be taken, like I say, unless I spot something that stands out and makes me think, yes, that's set up to cause the break. Um, so yeah, I think we will. At the minute, obviously, I think we'll mitigate something in here and then continue up, but not a guarantee, obviously. Um, check what that's tapped into just to, obviously we're GBP first, so we're probably looking at sells with with someone call it the Reeve strategy.
Yeah.
Nuts. So yeah, maybe that's a good indication that we are going to make a new low. What does that take into one of skin tags anyway, Matt? Whatever that is.
Oh, we need a better name for that. But they get taken. They get tapped a lot. Those.
Yeah.
See, look at that. Look,
Yeah.
it's a dangler.
It's to the dot on. There's a little candle there, mate. Right on the where
Little
that
tiny
is.
dot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get them and they're literally a pixel.
Yeah, look there.
Oh, I can see it. I couldn't see it. Yeah. Yeah. It's two side by side. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it fills them to the dot, mate, and then
What beyond seconds? Yeah.
yeah.
Look at that. I
Yeah.
think that's one trade. But you don't know. That's the whole problem. That could
Yeah.
be that could be thousands of trades all at the
Yep.
same price. You
Yeah,
just
yeah,
don't know. Yeah.
yeah.
And the big candle could be one trade at either end. You have no idea whether it's only two trades
No,
or
no, no.
millions. You can only guess.
Well, what I'm just looking at is from there because this could be a really good area to buy from. Like I said, I don't think it's going to continue long at the minute, but this order block here that I've just marked, obviously that's what gets tapped into. It's filled
Yeah.
something in there that we just looked at, whatever that is. But that order block's responsible for possibly like these sort of highs being taken. Equals. So could be a good buy area. Oh, you'd need further confirmations, obviously. It's just hang on, let me just try. I'm texting that. Yeah, texting a bit first. So yeah, mitigation, possible break. Yeah, maybe, maybe. That middle. Thinking because if this is part of a sweep, if there's a trend line in there, that order block would have made perfect sense. Um, because if that's a last touch, this would be the high that I'd want breaking after the sweep. So sweep that order block there caused that to be taken, tap back in, maybe get a 1 minute break in there actually, and that was the original buy. Um, yeah, I don't know. Don't know at this point. Don't like it. Don't really like it. I'd like it to come a touch lower, I guess. Maybe something to this. I like the look of this. That there. Not the easiest. It's a terrible chart to look at, really. But yeah, very much possible as buy from somewhere and all that. I'll maybe look at it in the morning or something. I'll tell you what I'll show you. 'Cause I was looking at NZD CAD. Oh, this is an absolute mess structure wise. So if you come on for structure advice, look away now.
That's the one where I had that loser on Friday.
Uh, you was
Let's have a
looking
quick
at,
look.
I think it was odd NZD, wasn't you?
Can't remember seriously. Uh, no, it was Swiss Japan again.
Oh.
I've refused to listen to your advice that it's the most bullish market you've ever seen, and decided I was going to sell it. Well, I'll make my own way, Lee. Right? I'm not listening to you.
Nah, nah. What the hell do I know?
I'll make my own mistakes.
The thing is like you actually have as well. But like obviously, I try my hardest to get you all to stop making these mistakes because obviously I've done them all. I've learned from them all. I suppose you have actually got to feel the pain yourself to then go, do you know what? Maybe
I was
I'll
just trying to get the cell down to the next leg. That's all I was trying to do.
yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah, anyway, it didn't work, but it was quite funny.
yeah.
I was very proud of that trend line. I was really proud of the trend line. I'm bloody trading that trend line, whether it's good. I found it. I'm trading it.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, mate. Yeah, with this. So I had this. I don't know where it's going from here, which maybe we'll take a look at it and I'll try and figure something out. But I mean, I think it's bearish, and I think it's just prattling around because higher time
It's,
frame we've got.
it's indecisive as well, isn't it, at the moment?
Yeah, like I said,
That's just sticking about at the
all
moment.
this is just yeah, it's just well sideways, higgledy piggledy. Um, and maybe I need to look at the bigger structure to be fair, but I was thinking obviously this takes that low mitigation, created a new low, so big sell from somewhere up here, very high. Obviously, I've been trying to sell it for weeks now. Um, but yeah, it's come high into this zone here still. So this is still at the minute, I believe the 15-minute range high or 4 hour range high, depending on what how you want to look at it. But it's not been taken. That's the live high. Obviously, that's the yeah, it'll be 4 hour low. So pull back low. So we're at a point now where obviously if it pulls back high enough, then there'll be a there'll be a imbalance in that won't fill for a huge sell off. And maybe this is the move to go up there to sell off too. Ideally, we would see something like that. Also, I don't got it marked. That's an old one, so I'll do look at that. Because obviously this is the 4:15 setup, so as you see, there's 4 hour point of interest. Mitigates that, causes a 15-minute break, which it easily does that. It does 4 hour as well. Same push. Like I say, that's about filled. I'm assuming that's filled the height, pretty much the highest imbalance anyway. So now it's just a case of we will either come mitigate something in this and then sell off and make a new overall, what, 400 pip move or something. Yeah, possibly a 500 pip move nearly, I guess. Or it's going to absolutely tank through and take everything. But yeah, so I'm unsure. I don't know what it's doing. I don't. Clean. But yeah, I think we're bearish, which is, but like I say, all this is the thing is I don't know where to start with it as well. So I did originally. I had, as you can see, the orange stuff is got that as a pullback high. This originally broke on the 15, which is why when this come back up and then broke on the 1 minute below here. No, sorry, there was an imbalance up here. So tap the 15, 1 minute break below here where this green line is, comes back, fills an imbalance. So there's an imbalance in there. Obviously, I was hoping that was the move that would take it all the way down here. But for structure rules, obviously, we've only got like two or three. I'll reel them off in a minute, but we've come back. We've continued the low without taking the no, we took the low and the high. So because we took the low first, that would then signal that obviously I wanted the mitigation up here, but then it's taken the high. So at that point, all I've done is I've just altered what my drawing was. So my drawing would have been originally is from this low there to that high, that low. So break underneath here. Obviously, it's the 1 minute break I was looking for as well. So obviously, I was just looking at something in here to then create a new low, which obviously mitigates something even higher without taking the low here, not been taken. comes and mitigates something high in here. So my original structure would have been this. Then it pulls back. So as far as I was thinking is because this broke the low, this is the mitigation high up in the previous structure, create a new low. So I was thinking that we were just gonna come back somewhere in here, like there, and then create a new 15-minute low. But obviously it's made a new high, so it's taken this high that I was looking at. So we took the low, took the high. So yeah, I don't really know which way is this going right now. All I know is well, I don't know obviously, but all I'm thinking is it going to mitigate something in here and then possibly sell down big, or it's just going to take it and we'll start a new structure somewhere. I suppose both possibilities are right because this 4 hour point of interest where also I've been trying to sell it from is about mid range. So it's not ideal place to sell this, but if that's it's past 50, but yeah, it's not the best. It's pretty much bang on the 50 mark to be fair. But ideally, it would come up here and then do the 15-minute downside, I guess. But obviously, we can only trade what's actually in front of us. So it did everything I sort of wanted it to. Has done everything I wanted it to. Just yeah, such a mess. Such a mess. Um, Obviously, if it does take this high here, I think we'll tap into some and at least pull back into something in this leg here, I guess, as well. Which means we could have we might even have a trend line or something to indicate such. There anyway. Would have been nice.
Would have been perfect, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would have made a lot of sense, especially if this takes that high. It would have made a lot of sense to go to trend line sweep, break to the upside, come back and then mitigate something for a buy. Well, it's not quite there, is it?
It's not behaving.
Share again. Yeah, not playing ball. I mean, we're looking at obviously the last two we've looked at are both CAD pairings, aren't they? So maybe that's why.
It's very Trump dependent Canadian dollar.
Yeah, yeah,
No one knows what he's going to do one day to the next.
no, no, definitely not. Yeah. I think we covered this one last week, didn't we? Could have been a hell of a move that, to be fair. I think we'll get another opportunity though. We'll get another one. Yeah, I'm long on Ord NZD anyway.
There's a high trend line on NZD UK,
This is what, sorry?
an upper trend line.
On this one?
No, I was just looking at NCT CAD a minute ago.
Oh yeah.
You may even have it. It starts at that obvious spike, 2 p.m. on the 5th of June. I'm on 2 hour. It's really obvious. That's it. It's that high there. That's your 5th of June. That's it. Up to the top there. See, I haven't checked the middle actually. I don't know, but it looks alright on the 2 hour.
Yeah, it's taken slightly on mine, so
What are you on FXCM? Yeah, you are. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you're right. If I zoom in, it's taken. Yeah. Let's have a quick look. See if I can.
someone's trying to join now. Hmm.
Yeah, that's a shame. That was quite neat. Um,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like I say, I still think bearish, but
yeah, it's
it's
a mess, isn't it?
just a
There's political stuff going on there that's
yeah,
outside of the chart.
yeah. Obviously, Canada are taking
Yeah,
swipes from America and that out there and stuff. So, well, it looks like I was about right with this markup ages ago. Lions, yeah. I don't think like I've really got anything on my radar at the minute. Hmm. So this might be worth a look at as well. What was it was looking at it a bit earlier where I was drawing structure?
Australian something other, wasn't it?
Was it Aussie,
Excuse
was
me.
it?
Excuse me.
Um, decision to be made whether that's a structure that a change or whether that's just a structure. Maybe catch both sides of that to be fair.
Higher time frame is the long one, isn't it?
Yeah, this is a bit
That middle high is not structural. I think
no.
not on
But
high time frame.
yeah, but what obviously there's two possibilities because if obviously that creates a high, lowest point it
Yeah,
pulls back before it creates a new high, so it's possibly that
yeah.
and it's possibly that. Um, Yeah, could sell from it. Could buy from somewhere in here. Could also sell from somewhere in there. It's probably worth a bit of a breakdown. So
We've got a trend line. I'm going to check it as usually. There's a little one underneath. That drop takes it. What you want? 15 minutes. From that Newsweek. It's not Newsweek. 5, the 8th of July, underneath, which makes the order block. It's that one. That's it. Starts there, finishes there. That's it. Now, why have you not got that? That's what I've got. Finish is 3:15 in the afternoon on the 9th. Why does that not work for you? Oh, you might find it works if you magnet the
yeah,
if you
first class.
magnet them. For me, as far as I can see, that's spot on. No, it's not bloody off spot on for you. That's annoying. Oh, there's a tiny.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Which means the order block is that order block at 8:45 on the 10th. The picture.
Straight break. Um, yeah, I think it's possibly coming into this. Obviously, we'll check this price action, but we've got a nice little trend line there. Looks at it. That 653 organic. So yeah, I'd keep an eye on somewhere around here, guys. We're waiting for a 1 minute break, personally, I think. Yeah, just mark that box, lads. See what happens in there. If you get a decent 1 minute break to the upside, could well be
Pick
worth
up. Good
it.
morning. Thanks, Lee. That's that low. That's there. Hang on, 18th. Let me just make sure I can mark it correctly. It's that one there.
I've marked it pretty much the
It's the,
underside of this candle, mate, because it,
it's 19th of June at 8 a.m. at the top of it. Yeah.
yeah, pretty much, mate. It's obviously it's just shy, but if you
Yeah,
obviously
that's fine.
if you mark just if you bar replay sort of like up here or whatever, do you know, leave some candles in to examine. But that's what like the first major imbalance. So
I'll take a look.
and it's
Thanks.
huge, so it might well tap that and just about tap that and go. Might have actually created a little trend line there as well. We still might though. Might want to tap that tomorrow. Sweep. Tap it, full right, sweep, go. But anyway, I'll call it there, guys. It's a little bit over, so
Thank you, Lee. Chat soon.
cheers, guys. See you
Okay.
later. See you,
See you
boys.
later.
Thank you. Bye.
See you, Matt.
See you guys.